Get my charger really quick. What did I do? Oh my gosh. What did I do? Oh. Get that off of there. Okay. See, I don't like that. Okay, was I supposed to wait for people? Let me go get my charger. All right. Let's try it this way. Hey, APZ. Hey, so did you do it, Montana? I don't see Hiawatha. So let me plug it up. I can't stand doing the phone. Uh-oh, do we turn it around? There we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome. Okay, just making sure because I did send the link. So just making sure on that. And then I'm going to plug it up. Right said TMZ said that girl was put in a trunk. Yes, I got that new information today. I want to talk about it. And we want to wait for see if Hiawatha Pusher, it says, what was that? All right, so that's charged. Hello, everyone. Welcome over here at Black Link Mag. Go ahead and hit the like button as you come in. If you're not a subscriber already, hit the subscribe button. And come on in and talk with us tonight. It's Freestyle Friday, so we're talking about a little bit of everything. YouTube today. So wow. Okay,
You
so
see that thumbnail I sent you?
no.
I sent you your thumbnail, you double headed.
Oh my gosh. On this?
Yeah. On this live right here, you double headed. It's like you
How come
like
I
a
can't get it off then?
you know how you watch them dragon movies, they got two
Yeah,
heads?
why?
Yeah, you like a whole dragon.
How do you do it? Get it off?
I mean that's what you put. You already live now, so you can't change it. Only thing you didn't do is spit fire out your mouth.
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy day. So
Now you see how many people that came in that fast? It was at 28.
that's right. I just gonna have to give up on StreamYard.
Scream yard is a type of you see
until it
people
gets.
people got screen yard construed. Screen yard is not purposely for just screaming. The screen yard is for like people who want the fancy panels and stuff like that. They give you options to decorate your panels and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's what people like.
But yeah, that's what people like because they already have,
Yeah, you got to get
the
this.
people.
Yeah. Yeah, right. For sure. For sure. I don't know where Hiawatha is.
But this year went by fast, but
What happened?
what's up, Harlem? What's up, Right Sound? What's up, APZ?
Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope Hiawatha go ahead and click that. But anyway, we want to get into I need the fan. Into our topics tonight is Freestyle Friday. So if you guys have anything specific you want to talk about, I do want to talk about the cruise. I do want to talk about the mother that was beat up in Chicago with her kids. Um, Okay. Wright made it back. Harlem made it back. APZ is here. Hey y'all. Hey. Thank you for hitting the likes. The likes are looking good over here. Yeah, it's picked up when I came through this phone, but I wish I could just do it differently. So I can't. So here we are. APZ says I would have got the troll out of here, but you said I know. It's okay what he said. Like as long as he ain't like cussing me out or nothing, or like, he can say what he want to say. I saw that. I was wondering if anybody saw that.
I
So
ain't
yeah,
see nothing. What he said?
something about my wig is beat or something.
Yeah, you could get him up out of here.
Yeah, I mean he wasn't talking crazy. That's just how he felt, I guess.
Mm.
Hot. All right. All right, let's get started. So, really quick on it says you have the max. See, I told you you can only bring one person up at a time.
Who said that?
Hawath is trying to get up here and she can't.
Oh, what I get down?
I wonder why we. Okay,
Uh,
just and then just because she's a guest, and then we'll come back up when she's done. Montana.
all right.
How about the? Let me see. Okay, let me turn this back up. All right. All right, she's supposed to hit it again, so we will let her in. But just really quick on Meg and the day five. So, and I'm really gonna be real brief on this. Just that only thing I wanted to bring to the attention was I need that chair. You like that white chair? So you should probably do Zoom. Yeah. Oh, I could do Zoom. That's right. Yeah, I'll try Zoom tomorrow. See how that works. Okay. There she go. So Jojo the Ryan is here again, and everybody else made it back in. He made it over here. Who else is here? Okay. So as you guys come in, the likes look good. Thank you guys for hitting the like when you come in. Just your camera's not on if you want to turn it on. How I can you hear us? Hello? Yeah, I
Hear
can hear
me?
you.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't know. You might not want to participate on this part of it, but I got to talk about Hiawatha Rosa Parks me tonight is my topic and headline for my freestyle Friday. The chair,
What?
but you so a red chair instead of white, that would be pretty too. So anyway, Meg the Stallion tonight, day 5. So really, only thing I wanted to make mention that people are saying, like, so we know she got on the stand to testify, and that today they're saying that she was kind of combative, argumentative, really kind of giving pushback, and they said this was Milagro's opportunity to try to prove to debunk defamation, right? And so they were asking her like questions. I took my grandson to see Santa Claus, and this was the shirt I picked, so that's why I got this on. But anyway, I digress. And anyway, but that she was a little combative, that she was a little argumentative, giving them a little pushback. People are even saying that she felt a little privileged, like I'm a celebrity or whatever. So we didn't get to see it in real time, but she is being cross-examined, and that's kind of how it played out today. With her being cross-examined, I know that it would be a little more tough for her when she was cross-examined from Milagro's legal team. So I mean, that's where we are today, and so that's what went on. And so let's move on to the next. I wanted to talk about the 18-year-old in the cruise. I'm not sure on the cruise Carnival cruise ship. So I'm not sure if you guys have been following the story. Hi, Watha, did you see that story?
Passed over it, but I saw the headline.
Okay. So anyway, just if anybody's here don't know, 18-year-old went on a cruise with her dad, her stepmom, and step siblings, and ended up she went to told them that she was gonna go lay down. She was not feeling well. It was time for dinner. She never showed up for dinner. So they went to look for her and ultimately found her under a bed. She was found unalive under a bed, um, pushed under there, wrapped in a blanket, and covered by life jackets. So whoever did that, once they did what they did to her, they put her under the bed. Now they said that she was unalive by asphyxiation resulting from a bar hold. So that meant, and when they said that her arm was across her neck, so like kind of holding her down, and strangled her pretty much is what it's saying. They said they did see two bruises on her neck, on the side of her neck, and that she is with the Miami-Dade Medical Examiner's office right now. So what they're doing is they're looking at the 16-year-old step brother that could have allegedly done that. And in the beginning, we were thinking like, what did he do? Did he meet her in the room or go to the room? She let him in because she knew him, right? It's her stepbrother. And then something happened. Was he trying to sexually abuse her? But they said there was no sign of sexual abuse. There was no drugs or alcohol in her system. So right now, the investigation is still ongoing. And they're also waiting for the toxicologist to give his report to see what's going on. So that's where we are. So that's the latest information that we have. Yesterday, did not know how she was unalive. They said that they were waiting on a report, and some of the report came back that she was asphyxiated with her arm across her neck. So kind of like suffocated her, and then once she was unalived, stuff her under the bed. Now my question is, are there fingerprints anywhere? They have to get the fingerprints. I know it's an ongoing investigation, but these are my questions. Where are the cameras? Where are the fingerprints? Um, all that stuff. Like, who could have gotten in her room if she was going to lay down? Like, it had to be somebody. This is just my opinion, that she knew, right? In the bed, laying down, somebody knock on the door. Who is it? It's me. Let me in, right? Not expecting for it to go wrong, and it went bad. Um, what else? That's about that catches us up to what's current right now on that. And her name is Anna Kepner. She's 18 years old. Yeah, and was unalived.
Oh wow.
So her stepmom, so she was living with her dad, and her dad got this partner. I don't know if they're married or not, and they got together, went on a cruise, and they said that Anna Kevner, the 18-year-old, is very familiar with cruises, so it's not like she don't know the rules. She's been on them before, and said that she the stepmom, Chantel Hudson, is obviously in a custody battle. So she's requesting that the custody hearing be postponed or delayed because she is possibly looking at her minor child facing charges. So they are looking at the 16-year-old step brother that could have possibly done it.
Whew, these kids need therapy.
Yeah, it's a bad situation, and I want to know if it was him. In fact, if it was in fact him, we don't know now. It's all alleged. But if it is determined to be him, they're going to charge him, of course. But is it why? Why did he do it? Was he obsessed with her allegedly? If he did it, did he not want her in the picture because possibly dad paid him or more? Like I don't know. There's so many questions that we can't even get answers to right now until the medical examiner is done with his reports and send them over. So it's crazy what is going on with these. It's like younger children are just getting into mess. And so that leads us into the conversation with the mother in Chicago. And it's crazy because on my laptop I had it ready to show the videos of her, of what happened, how they just had the mom pinned up. Okay, in Chicago, mother and son walking up the street is what I'm getting. And now, Hiawatha, you can tell us more, right? Walking up the street, somehow these kids bogart them, pin mama up against this fence, and they just go in on her and her son. What can you tell us about it? Let's talk about it, Hiawatha.
They said that there's another there her youngest daughter was there too, but I mean I looked at the video, it did look like she pushed the little girl like out the way, like the mother did, but a lot of the videos were blurred up, so I didn't see her daughter there as well. I could be wrong, but it just broke my heart because to see the little boy trying to protect his mother. After everything that's going on, he's trying to protect his mother. And all these kids just attacking. Because first they said they were elementary school kids, but now they're saying that they're. I know one of the main attackers was in like the 8th grade or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead.
but from a standpoint, all those parents need to be on a T-shirt because it's just no way that you are raising these little heathens, because it's just crazy that these children felt had enough nerve and the audacity to attack an adult, and for what?
It was like a gang banging, right? It was so crazy. I was just like, what? I'm gonna try to see if I can. So it says It says, I can't sleep because I wake up in the middle of the night with the vision in my head of my son calling my name to help him, and I couldn't do nothing for him. That really hurt me the most, the mother said while speaking outside the school Tuesday morning. So basically, Nick at Night did a really good covering of this. She said that this one of the kids of the mom, one of the moms of the kids and a sister, it's a mom and an older sister, like they had the older sister came on social media and was like talking crazy, like she was like talking about people's grandmas, people's mom, like wasn't being an example for her little sibling, right? She couldn't determine which sibling connected to the mom and the sister, but it was like they were not making it any better. And mom came out on saying like I don't play about my kids and going on and on, instead of saying I'm very sorry that this happened, that my child did this. We know there has to be repercussions for this. Like they was like, no, they were going in on them. And it was just like, what made kids that age do that to an adult and her child? Yeah, and it
No
was another
homeschooling.
daughter with her. It was another child with her. Let me see what the chat is saying. Go ahead, Hiawatha.
There's no home training. No, a bunch of little alley cats running wild, and you can tell that like the video that I shared with you. So was that the mother that was with the little girl with the fake apology?
Yeah, so that's the mother of one of the daughters that made her get on and apologize and say she was wrong, for doing that you shared. And I'm gonna try to pull that up. Harlem said that well, she was sharing the room with the two brothers, and then one brother left, and when he came back, he couldn't get in the door. He couldn't get in. The door was locked, and there was noises in the room. Video footage is out there. I've been looking for it. Hold on. We still on the boat, Harlem? Video footage. Okay. And then Wright says evidence of actual abuse would only be identified if it escalated. If he just groped her, there's then nothing to show. Well, this report that I read on ABC said that there was no sign of it, of actual abuse. We're back on the boat real quick. How I got to catch up to the chat.
Can we
APZ.
go back to the studio binder or studio? Because this this is not working.
Yeah, I don't like it. APZ said, unless she was followed and pushed in the room and attacked by someone she didn't know. And that's what I'm saying. Where are the videos? There gotta be some video footage. And Harlem says she think there is some. Rice said, dude grabs her. She says, stop it. I'm gonna tell mom. No, you're not. And then things escalate. Is that what happened?
He tried to essay her.
Let me see if he said anything else. Okay. They didn't have a good relationship and there was drama before the cruise. I can see that. Moneyman Montana says in South Carolina, the legislators are doing a juvenile reform act, trying to toughen punishment for them, and should be. Why were they attacking anyway? That's my thing. What made you attack an adult and her child in the first place? What was the point? That's what I need to understand. And when the little girl came on the video, she never said why, right? How often you watch it?
Yeah, she didn't. Talking about I'm a straight A student.
I was
I'm
wrong.
captain of the cheerleading team, and blah 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 blah. My mom's an effing idiot, and I'm sitting here on this live podcast telling the world what I did. So hopefully the DA will go. The DA should have went to her house that night.
That
Took
night.
her mama. Should have took her, the mama, the dog, everybody. Should
And
have
then
been in locked up.
and then the mom gets on there and the mom was like, now this is a kid. Be easy on her. What?
Yes,
Then stay in the kid's place.
exactly. I had that to be respectful. Like you're not respectful.
Um,
It's like what it is she's a mean girl. You can tell the mama's a mean girl, and she's raising a mean girl.
Oh, and that's what Harlem was saying. But did you see the sorry apology with the mother saying, be respectful, they are kids? But were they respectful? Absolutely. Like, you want to bring her on live, first of all, and show her face that she's one of these children that
Exactly.
had no business doing that. They was dead wrong for that, and there should be consequences for their actions. And then you want to say, bring her on live for the world to see after she did that and say, respect her, she's a kid. Then why is the kid not acting like a kid?
Exactly.
What are
That
we what
part
are we
right
teaching?
there.
What are we teaching our children?
The one thing, the blessing out of this, I love how that community showed up. I guess, with all the hell that's going on in Chicago, they finally said, you know what? That's it. This the straw that broke the camel's back. And this is it. And the whole community was at that school the next day. I know all of them keep saying hold the school accountable, but no, in this situation, you need to hold those parents accountable because this didn't happen at the school. This
Well,
happened off school property.
yeah. So
Now I
mom,
understand that they were saying the little boy was bullied and whatnot, but the way schools are set up now, honestly, all this no tolerance and all this is really set up for bullies to thrive. Because I don't know, me and you growing up, I always knew my mom was like, you better not get in trouble at school. So I'm more scared of my mom than I was school.
But here's the thing with that, Hawata, now these days, right? We knew that. If I go and I it's so much as get into trouble a little bit at school, I'm scared to go home because I know my parents. I gotta face my parents.
Exactly.
These kids don't care what their parents are saying. They go
They don't.
home. They ain't bit more worried about what's gonna happen at home when they get there. What's going to have to
Exactly.
happen is they're going to have to be like Montana said. There's a reform. What's going to have to happen is there's going to have to be some hard, tough consequences, like putting them in the boys and girls home and see how that life is and how you can handle that for a while. Or some there has
Exactly.
to be some kind of consequence for that. And it said,
Oh,
so then Wright said, oh, wait a minute, I saw something Harlem said. She said, but did you see that? Sorry, okay, that we said that. She said it right. Bullies, they had been bothering the son. I don't know if they saw the video, but the mom was small, so they felt that they could do whatever. Tells you what they do at home. Yep, and how they're being disciplined at home or not. And then I don't care how much I don't like a sibling, I'm not going to unalive them. That's crazy. Or did a fight ensure punishing? A fight ensure pushing and shoving, and maybe she fell down and hit her head. Oh, okay. But if she fell down and hit her head, why is she wrapped up in a blanket, pushed under the bed? And the
I
bird.
think all four of those siblings going to come back because it was four step siblings on that boat. I think one of them unalived her, and then the other three helped cover it up. That's what it's going to come out.
You
Watch.
think so? We keep
Yeah,
crossing between stories. I'm so sorry because then when you
I
look at
know.
that, but back to okay. So I mean, if there were issues before they even went on the cruise, we're back at the cruise, y'all. If there were issues when they before they even went, was Dad aware? I'm wondering, was Dad aware of these issues and he just didn't have any concerns? Like, did they not, I'm sure they weren't expecting for, her to be unalive or nothing like that. But like, what issues are they having that stem from that? And so that's going to be something they look at too. And it may not just be her minor son that gets have consequences behind this either. If we're saying there were other siblings that could possibly have helped roll her up, because a 16-year-old taking this dead weight, this heavy weight, wrapping her up, then getting her and shoving her. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It says
Wait, the stepmama name is Chantel.
the stepmama's name is Chantel Hudson.
Let me see who that is.
It says it says Chantel Hudson, the stepmom, asked for a delay in custody hearing because one of her minor children could face charges.
Okay, she's not one of us. I saw Chantel. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then it says, I don't care. Okay, then it says in the bird two. APZ said in the bird two. And it says she threw the first. Okay, so back to the mom that got jumped on. Oh, wait a minute. Who threw the first punch? She threw the first
The
punch.
little girl.
Oh, okay. She threw the first oh, the little girl. She threw the
Yeah,
first punch. That was no peer pressure, and that was no peer pressure. That was a bold
exactly.
bully, and shows she beats her mama too. That's the message it sends. He said
Yep.
Hiawatha sounds like she'll put a belt to that ass. I'm scared.
She do. I am in my 40s and I don't say lie in front of my parents.
Yeah.
I say story.
It's a respect thing, and they have zero respect. Welcome to
Exactly.
Battle Zone 1480. Thank you for being here. Battle Zone says because the parents don't care what they're doing. Exactly. They run over their parents. They don't have any fear, like the fear I had of my dad, not because he abused me, but because he knows what he taught me and instilled in me. And if I go out there and
Exactly.
embarrass him, I'm gonna have to face him, right? Um,
Exactly.
they must have beat up their parents. APZ said, "Welcome to Battle Zone 1480. I wish my child would race." Okay, okay. My son is grown, and my daughter's almost grown, and neither one of them will disrespect me to this day.
All of my babies are
Not care.
grown.
They may get little attitudes, but they know when I'm not playing. We don't do that. Rice said to conceal her body. Apparently, the cruise cabins are very small. We're gonna get back to that. Back in the day, the adults in the community got you before you got home. That's what we were saying today, Harlan, when we was talking about it. We was like, we would go to church. If we got in trouble at church, the church people get us, call our mom,
Yeah.
I got your child, and this is why. And when you get home, you're gonna get it from your parents. It wasn't none of that. I don't play about my kids. Don't you do say nothing to my kids. You can, but it takes a village. You say it takes a village, but when they try to help, you got a problem with it. You have a
Well, see, I
problem with it.
love this quote Monique said a few years ago. They said it takes a village, but who's raising the village?
That's the problem right there.
So, and because even that little janky mama to my, this is her village. I'm like, all y'all need to be booted off the island because y'all are trash to even allow her. Because children, we get it. With all this technology and all the stuff that they have access to and social media, they can see more than they could see with when we were younger. But like, where's the right and wrong? Somebody got to teach them right and wrong.
That's right.
Like
And
you
stop.
can't want more likes. You can't want more likes and views because that's obviously, and I guess you see because that's what the mama wanted. That's the reason why she went live. So now she got a viral video, probably got a million views or whatever. But usually you want those views of that viral video so you can get sponsorship brands. Who gonna sponsor? Who want to sponsor her?
Yeah.
Who gonna want to partner? Like what partnership is she seeking?
That's another example about parenting. Ain't no way if my child done did that I'm gonna put her. I don't know if she thought like putting her on Facebook would humiliate her or what. No, we're not talking about that kind of discipline. We ain't talking about getting online and making her look. No, there's got to be something else. And then a lot of parents are afraid of their children. Like they're afraid of them. They won't discipline them. They will. These kids fuck up to you. Like they do not care. They don't care.
They want to be friends with them, and it's like you know, growing up is like your parents. You cannot be a friend with your child because you have to discipline your child. Now, a lot of people don't. I grew up spare the rod, spoil the child.
Yeah.
Some people don't believe in it, and that's fine. Gentle parent. A lot of people do gentle parent. That shit don't work, but if
Parenting.
that's if that's what they think works, go ahead. Like I have my niece. I love my niece.
Right.
She is the sweetest thing you want to meet. This child, you tell her to do something, she did it. She respected adults. You didn't have to spank her. You didn't have to punch her, but she was a anomaly. You know what I'm saying? So of course, if she got out of line, spanking wasn't the best thing for her. But then you got some of these little demons. They need a belt. I'm sorry.
Yeah, y'all got to go over and watch Nick at Night's video when she talked about she did a really good job covering it, but she was calling them. Oh, what was she calling them? I was just cracking up, but I knew she was serious. But it's because it's true, Rice said we're gonna have to put those Everlast boxing gloves on. You come talking crazy to me. I know that's right. Montana said I'm afraid of Harlem.
Me too.
Let's see.
But yeah, that's out of hand, and because I keep looking at the story to see what's going to happen. Like, is the DA gonna press? I know the mother said she's going to press charges.
Yes, she did.
But like, has it gone before? Like, what are they going to do? I mean, the blessing in all this is that the community is now standing up together to hopefully they'll come together and they'll do something about those kids. That's one thing too. The mother, she got like, I think last I saw her GoFundMe was like $250,000. She got a new house. The kids got moved to a different
Different
school.
school. Yep.
Apparently somebody bought her a house. So she has a better life ahead of her. This video is going to follow her and the kids probably the rest of her life. But that's you got to find a blessing in everything. And that's the blessing. But unfortunately, she got out, but it's still other mothers there. It's still other kids there. You got to fix that community as a whole because kids grow up to be adults. And if they're bad kids, they grow up to be bad adults.
Yeah.
So
APZ said, I'll kick a kid's ASS. Let me. He said, let my 24-year-old let my 24-year-old get wrong. Still today. look at it really quick. Just a bit of it. If y'all can see that. Oh, you ain't gonna be able to see it. Hold on. I hate. That's the only thing I hate about. Well, on my laptop I could do it, but nobody could come on with me. But let's see if I can get it. If I can play it, I doubt it.
Nah, because and even if you put them in jail, because you don't want to ruin it.
And her son
Okay.
Brown continuously beating them.
These children gonna have to live with this for the rest of their lives. And the children are our future, so it's not fair.
Police say it started when the 33-year-old mother, her young son, and daughter were walking near 106 in Bensley in the South Deering neighborhood. A group of kids then started chasing after them, calling them names and taunting them. Both the mother and son were beaten so badly they were taken to a hospital. Word of the attack spread quickly on social media, causing outrage among many parents. One day after the attack, demonstrators showed up at Orville T. Bright Elementary School after some posted on social media threatening to harm the children behind the attack. Several police officers showed up blocking the entrance of the school to protect kids inside. Shanice Davis lives in the neighborhood and says she recognizes the attackers.
This is not the first time the kids have done this. Just talk around the streets that these kids have pretty much been raising themselves and they have not been held accountable. They have been in these cars, they have harassed adults and children.
To know and to find out even now that other families are affected by this. We meet families out here that their children been bullied and been beat on.
Chicago Police District Council member Joseph Williams was inside talking with the principal, the mother, and CPS administration.
Accountability is going to be key because if this been going on, we need to make sure that principal be held accountable for her actions as well. This should have been documented. Parents should have been called to the school, and we got to make sure all around that is some type of accountability that's happening here.
Yep, exactly. So what she's saying is she recognized some of those kids, and they don't have any kind of. Oops, let me turn it down. They don't have any home training. We know that. You can see that because if they had any kind of home training, it wouldn't have happened. It just wouldn't have happened.
Exactly. And I mean, because on one hand, I'm like, they should see the inside of a jail cell, but at the same time, I don't want to see it on their record that are completely, you know, derail them. Now, the ringleader, there's something like she should no longer be captain of the cheerleading team. That's definitely, she should no longer, they shouldn't be allowed any extracurricular activities for a while till they understand how to treat people. And I think their parents need to go to parenting classes as well. For the schools, that's a whole thing. You gotta, the way these schools are set up, because I remember my children went to school, like they had the no tolerance. They would, if the kid fought the kid back, even if they were defending themselves,
They both got kicked.
they both got in trouble. And that's stupid. That's all because bullies don't care about rules. That's the whole point. They're bullies. But it's the good kids that care about the rules because they don't want to get in trouble. They don't want to disappoint
you
their
kick them
parents or
both
whatever.
out. I think it's not fair to kick them both out.
Exactly.
But
Because there's always a clear aggressor, and you need to punish that person.
Yeah, Harlem makes a really good point. She says since COVID, the entire world has become angry adults and kids, and that is the truth. I don't know what went on, during that time. I know it was a crazy time. I know there were lives lost. I know a lot happened, but we still have to have those morals and values, those principles, those standards, right? And it just does not make sense. Montana said, I got beat from my principal in school. We got paddling. I was growing up. They weren't allowed to paddle you when you went to school.
Yep.
When they stopped whooping your child away, that started some mess too, because kids then started telling their parents, well, I'll call the police on you. You hit me. You whoop me and I'll call the police. Which some parents was like, well, call them. I'll be when they get here. But that now it's like you can't spank your kid. Mess. And then because of that, look at what happens now.
Exactly.
And we're not talking spank to beat them and abuse them. We're talking about there's a line between that, right? We're talking about a discipline that should have been kept in place for that. And now you take it away and these kids know it, and now they just take advantage of you. If you a parent that don't have a backbone, these kids is running all over you, doing circles around you.
Their kids, and then the bosses is the school. Like I said, the school need to change their policies. If there's a clear aggressor, then that person is the person that get in trouble. You don't get in trouble for defending yourself. That policy needs to change, because if people can defend themselves without getting being punished, I think that will stop a lot of the bullies. You also need to the parents, like if your child does something, okay, and if you don't want to change that policy, if your child does something, well, guess what? You're going to be the one that's going to serve the time
Absolutely.
for for your child. Like, so you either raise them better, or you're going to be sitting in a cell across from them.
That's it. That's it. And it felt like a whole little game, right? It, it,
Yeah,
it was like a little, like a whatever street they from, and they just did that. It's just horrible. There's no words for it. There's no words
yeah,
other than there needs to be some consequences for the parents and the children. I don't care if they're minors, man. They don't care. So
exactly,
it needs to be consequences for the parents and the mother. Just like whenever those guys went and unalived went and powed up the whole school, and those parents went to jail for his actions, and he went to jail. Same thing need to happen with them.
exactly. And I get it. It's a single mom. It could be tough or whatnot, but you still got to instill values in your children. You can't actually. Let me take that back. You can't even use that as an excuse. You shouldn't use that as an excuse if you're a single parent or whatever. Your kids should still have the values that when you're not there, they represent you. So if they are acting a fool, then you acting a fool.
That's it. It's what you like, and that's why, like my parents always said, you go out. I can't be with you 24 hours a day, but don't you get out there and embarrass me when you know what you've been taught. You know right from wrong. It's the choice
Exactly.
you make, right? Harley,
Yeah, but
you know
like I
that
said,
COVID shot messed y'all's heads up.
because that mother didn't even have accountability. She was, like I said, the fact that she put her child on the internet, the fact that she was like
Yes.
kind of low key boasting about this is what she has and this is, well, she got everything except moral aptitude. Is that the right word?
Yeah. So and neither did the mom. That there was a mom and a sister that had one of the siblings and child. The one of the child had that they. That's what Neek talked about is the mom and the sibling, the older sister. They even, like I said earlier, they even came out no accountability, no saying that this was wrong, saying all the negative stuff that we obviously are seeing that they're putting in this little child's head because both of them, the mom and the sister, have records of violence. You are what you taught.
I did not know that. So she just following the family
That's it.
business.
It's just a family curse. Like when does it stop? Where does it stop? And obviously it just continues to happen. The mama, the big sister, her now, it just continues and it's horrible.
But the sad thing is that she don't realize is that her daughter is a bully. But guess what? If she's a bully in the middle school, she's going to eventually run into a bigger bully, and that might not be her. She might not. I'm not putting anything negative there, but she might not survive that next bully encounter. So she gonna have to fix
That's
her
right.
right now. That's at this point, like you have to wonder is who can help them, what can help them.
If
I don't
anything
know.
can help. At this point. But this is the deal too. Like they're young enough to be saved. You can save them, but they're gonna have to be in different environments, or mom's gonna have to make some lifestyle changes. Like it's gotta be some changes, pure changes made. Like this mom that it happened to, she picked up, they got out of there, she moved away. She like this cannot continue to happen. And she
Yeah,
had to pick up and do what she had to do to make it better for her and her kids.
yeah, they raising. She's raising those children, that girl in trauma, and it's showing. But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, so I wanted to show y'all this is kind of funny if I can find it. Yeah. Look,
somebody said my kids is somebody that they taking a charge by themselves.
that's ATC. This right here was let's get us a little laugh in real quick. This was so funny. So to me, it might not be to y'all, but where's the sound? Oh, okay.
I can share a story. My son went to a fairly affluent school, and so it was this young guy that was a bully. He like showed up to school in a limo, and so this little kid, he was a bully. This is elementary, and my son and his best friend were walking down the track as the kids do, and this bully had got behind a tree and pulled the branch back. So when he walked, the branch slapped his my son's friend in the face, knocking his tooth out.
Ooh.
And so they went, they called the parents, and it was the mother and the dad, but the mother always only came up to the school. And the mother came, and so the boy got in trouble. But here's the thing: the next day, the boy come with this latest equipment because they had money, and she would tell them, every time y'all call me up here, every time he gets in trouble, that lowers his self-esteem. So I have to fix his self-esteem by giving him this stuff.
Mm.
I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Mm.
So now my son's friend, because I don't want to say his name, because it's child.
Yeah.
His dad, I had not even seen his dad before, but his dad was 6'5", tall, muscles, locks. I was like, damn. I'm like, oh my God, like this man is gorgeous. Like, what's going on here? So he goes up to the school and he tells them, he says, he wants to have a meeting with the boy's dad. And they're like, his mama come. He's like, no, no, no. I don't want to meet with his mother. I want to meet with his father. So his father, so the next day the father come to the little meeting or whatever. He pulls up in a Porsche, his little cell phone, like he all that.
Right.
He goes to the meeting, and the young man, I'm gonna call him Bo, is the father. So in the middle of the meeting, as the teachers are talking, sir, this is Bo stands up in the middle of the meeting. He never takes his eyes. He locks eyes with the bully's dad. He never takes his eyes off of him. He stands up and he says, if your son bullies anybody else in this school, I'm not talking about just my son, I mean any kid in this school, me and you gonna handle it like a man. Do you understand me? Because I'm coming for you. This gonna be us. And walked out. He didn't say nothing else. The teachers say they felt the fear in the room. And do you know the boy changed? The bully was no longer a bully. He came back to school with a whole new mentality, a whole new attitude.
You almost hey Jesse Williams, welcome in. Welcome. You almost have to be like that. Have somebody that don't mind standing up to him, right? Like
Yeah.
either you gonna fix it or I'm gonna help you fix it. So it's crazy. But just on a softer note, I just had to see this because I ain't gonna say why I'm showing it. I'm just gonna show it. But how you protecting somebody? Look at this. How's she protecting somebody?
Bitch, get off my motherfucking man. Ah, shit. They just jumped. I'm gonna tell them on my porch, right? I'm on my porch. I'm on my porch. Oh, man. No, I'm on my porch. They jumped me. Why you tell us that something? Come on back. We all right. Bitch, get off my motherfucking man.
She's so drunk. She can't even help nobody fight.
Like, who is that?
I'm like, you can't even stand up. Don't man. I don't want you protecting me.
That's one thing I do not do. Protect this.
I want to show that anyway, just for a little lightment, because we've been talking about a little heavy stuff. But you guys, thank you for being here. Like the likes are up. I appreciate that. Everybody stopping in. I appreciate the conversations. So that's that on that. What else did you have? How about the? I can't get on my phone because we're on it.
No.
So I did want to mention. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. You go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that the what's his name? The founder of the Fugees.
Oh yeah.
Lauren Hill, his, that Lauren Hill is part of a Pros Mike, whatever. He was sentenced to 14 years in prison.
Yikes.
Yeah. Let me pull it up. I had it already, y'all, for us, but we're getting ready to. I'll find it. So if anybody's familiar with the Fugees, which I'm sure a lot of us are on here, Candy and Todd. Yes, that's funny. So my man can't even stand up. Let me see if I can pull it up. It says Fugees member Michael or whatever.
My God.
Yeah, he has been sentenced to 14 years in prison after he was convicted of charges of conspiracy and illegal foreign lobbying. What is illegal foreign lobbying?
I know he was raising money to run for president.
It says
And
a judge sentenced Michael on Thursday, which was yesterday, after he was convicted in April 2023 on 10 counts, including violating campaign finance law,
yeah,
Barack Obama's 2012 re-election bid, and illegally lobbying the Donald Trump administration in 2017.
yeah. I've had friends that like there were other celebrities that donated to his campaign. And I was like, well, that's what you get. Like he wasn't even the most popular Fuji. Why would you think he could be president?
What, the president of his country?
Yeah, I think it was. I think he's running for president of where they from? Is it Haiti?
Maybe. I gotta see what this really means here. It says,
I mean, he was a person that the DJs would cut off after Lauren Hill's verse.
oh, oh, poor man.
Oh,
So basically, it says that it refers to the efforts conducted on behalf of foreign principles that violates the U.S. law, most notably the Foreign Agents Registration Act. Violation can include a failure to register as a foreign agent, a failure to disclose information about lobbying activities, or carrying out activities under a Did he not register?
I don't know.
I don't know. But that's him. He got 14 sentenced to 14 years for that. But he was what was he trying to do? He was lobbying the Donald Trump administration in 2017. I don't know what he was doing.
It's funny because they put also that over illegal donations to Obama's campaign. They
Yeah.
put that in here too. So I'm like, millions of dollars, illegally funneling millions of dollars in foreign contributions.
Yeah. They say he was born in Wright pulled it up and said that Wiki says that he was born in New York City.
Wow. Leonardo DiCaprio snitched. Well,
What?
it says he testimony. The trial was in DC and it included testimony from actor Leonardo DiCaprio and former Attorney General Jeff Sessions. So I'd be interested to find out what their testimony was. But he keeps saying risk of his country.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not I thought they were from somewhere else.
I thought it was from Haiti, right?
I can't remember, but I know it wasn't like the US. Maybe he was born in New York.
Let's see. Or he was raised in New York. Let's see where he's born.
He said he looked it up and said New York.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He was born in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So he is Haitian American. So his family is from Asia. From Haiti, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Wycliffe was born in Haiti. I knew Wycliffe was. Yeah, so anyway, he got 14 years for whatever he was doing illegally that he shouldn't have been doing. So moving on, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Y'all know who that is, right? So we've talked about her where she kind of, whenever the Epstein file situation started coming out, let me back up. So she was a strong Donald Trump supporter. He say jump, she say how high. That's how strong of a supporter that she was of his. She is a Republican representative for Georgia, and she has come out and said that she is now going to resign. I know that she was on a news interview stating that she apologized to the American people for ever supporting, this man or whatever, and for all of the stuff that he did wrong. And so now she's saying that January the 5th will be her last day as the Republican representative. Is due to a fallout with Donald Trump. Before the fallout, though, um, Marjorie Taylor had been like I said, the leading supporter of Trump. So here's what it says. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene says she will resign after fallout with Trump. Republican Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia announced that she will resign her seat in the House of Representatives in the middle of her third term, with her last day of office being January the 5th. Greene's announcement in a video and statement posted on X came after a dramatic break with President Donald Trump. She suggested that Republicans will lose the 2026 midterm elections and that Trump will be impeached when Democrats regain control of the House. Greene, until recently, had been a leading supporter of Trump and a prominent figure in his MAGA movement, while sparking controversy for promoting conspiracy theories.
All them death threats she was getting.
Oh yeah, they are on it. Well, yeah, because now she's going against the grain, right?
Yeah.
Going against the grain. Not doing
So
what
that's why she leaving Congress. She like, let me get out.
Yeah, she ain't saying what they want her to say. She ain't doing what they want her to do, and she said her and her family are being threatened. I was gonna say she's giving up, but I think she's jumping ship. I think she's jumping ship because she feel like she have to because of the situation she's gotten herself in now for supporting the fact that she wanted the files to be released.
Yeah.
And she feels like
and now they're saying they're releasing the files, which we know they're going to be so doctored and deep faked and AI.
Retracted, redacted, and some more stuff. Like right now, at this point, you might as well not even release them because it's not going to be right. And
Exactly. That's what I was like, yeah, just because even his brother, like Epstein has a brother, like where the hell that came from? He was talking about how Trump was a part of it, and
Yep.
And then the chick, she's down here in Texas, Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine is in Dallas. Yeah.
Yeah, and so they had to fire all the guards because the guards was releasing like her emails and phone conversations and stuff.
Well, what was she saying? Then I mean, why did they fire him? I know they ain't supposed to release the records though.
I don't know. I mean, they know that they're keeping those records. So, because every time somebody calls prison, they all their calls and mail is monitored. So, I mean, you're monitoring it for a reason. Somebody got to see it, but it was a part of a whistleblower type thing, from what I understand. So I'm like, well, they should be protected if it's actual whistleblowing. But, girl, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, have y'all heard Drake hit 16 billion Spotify streams in 2025 as a rapper with the most daily streams? So he doing something right. For whoever don't like Drake,
he has streaming farms. That was part of one of his lawsuits.
whoever say Drake ain't got it going on, they say he hit 16 billion Spotify streams this year.
But they're not real. They're not real streams.
They're saying they're bots.
Exactly. They're bots. So they're not real streams. If I had a room or a warehouse full of bots, I could hit 16 million streams too.
Yeah.
That's a part of the lawsuit that, Spotify and all of them, like they recognize that those algorithms and that those are from bots, and they're not, because it's hurting independent artists, right? Because independent artists, there's no way they're going to get 16 billion because they don't have the money and the funds to buy bots and streaming rooms like that.
Mm.
So him having 16 million streams is like me having 16 million streams. Like,
Yeah.
you know, Kendrick Lamar athered him. Like,
Oh,
look at the wounds, bro. It just,
absolutely.
you know. But I am looking at this. Have you seen the latest picture of Rachel Dolezal?
He's fake. Hold on just a second. I'm sorry. He's fake, just like his entire career. He was never hard or from the hood.
Exactly.
Yep, that's a fact. Well, I can't say allegedly. I better say that's allegedly, not a fact.
Oh yeah, you don't want to end up like Tasha K.
Yeah, allegedly. Allegedly. I don't know about him. uh, now, what was you about to say?
Rachel Dolezal. Y'all remember her?
Yeah, Dolazal.
The Yeah, the white woman that convinced everybody she was black.
Oh, uh huh.
Remember, she got on like the NAACP. She was this, and then they discovered that she was not black at all.
Yeah.
But a woman passing. Well, she just released a photo, and she works at Hooters. Shocker. But
Mhm.
here's it says her 48th birthday. 48.
There she is.
This woman ain't been 48 since 1948. How the hell you talking about she 48 years old?
There she go.
So
She's
that
almost
is
unrecognizable. She said they said she changed her name legally in 2016 to Nikichi Nikichi Amare Diallo.
oh Lord Jesus. Talk about a woman with an identity crisis.
Yeah. She turned 48 on November the 12th, Hiawatha.
She ain't been 48. She ain't seen 48 in a minute. Now, some other stuff, if y'all, I'm a nerd in certain elements. If you seen that picture that NASA took of the interstellar, that now, scientists are saying, oh, it's just a picture of, I think it was something, but like Harvard professors and all of their study, they're saying that it's actual alien hardware. There's
What?
an actual, yeah, it's the actual alien ship. But NASA and the government, they don't want to acknowledge that that's what it is, because I mean, let's face it. If people found out that alien spaceship was headed here, people lose. They're already losing their mind. Just you want to give them something else that'll make them lose their freaking minds. You know. So if people
Yeah.
want to check that out.
Uh, I was trying to say just. All right. Anyway, let me see where we at. Three Atlas. What is Three Atlas?
That's what they named it.
Oh,
So it's kind of like, is it time for an alien invasion? Look, everything else that happened. Let's just add that to the freaky, crazy bingo card that is our lives now.
whoops. All right. Well, that's what I had tonight. I don't know if Montana had anything else tonight.
Yeah, let him come up.
Anybody can come up. Whoever wants to come up. If Ray J, I mean if Ray J. I was reading Ray J, y'all. I was gonna say if Ray J want to come up, come to the stage. Come
He'll probably come. He'll go to envelope opening.
on.
I saw a video of him the other day, and there's this woman that does his coaching things, and he had allegedly, apparently, he had his girlfriend on there,
Yeah.
and he told her that he didn't love her. He's never gonna love her. Like,
Yeah, we talked about that. He wants to go. He wants what he wants is Princess. Princess has moved on. She's done with him. He been out here running amok. She's over it. But he really wants to be with his wife and kids, but she ain't having it.
yeah, he.
I feel
That's how it goes.
yeah. My poor homeboy. I'm just so sorry, Ray.
Bless his heart. How the elders say, bless his heart.
Hmm.
But
So
that
I
was
wanted to
cold
talk a
though.
little bit about Shay Shay and Clarissa's interview. And the fact of the matter is, on that interview, resides at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
That's the White House.
Allen already invaded and resides at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest.
I said that's where they should go invade at. That's the White House.
She said that's where they reside.
The aliens.
Yeah,
I would not be surprised.
that's
Because
crazy.
no man has single handedly destroyed the country on a level no president has ever done this in the history of presidencies. It's just, it's like, what's next? I mean, we ain't even in, what, we just in the 11th month of his presidency.
Yeah, right. And he's done so much. It's been so much.
It's like, does he, and it's funny because he's always at the golf course. It's like, you want to be like, dude, do you ever take a break? But then you always at the golf course. Like, how are you doing all this? But, and you see Texas congressional map, a court threw it back. They said it was illegal. So, um, I don't know what's going to happen because, the 18th congressional district is one of the biggest districts. And when Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee was in and she fought for that, that's why that redistricting map went away. Then they decided to bring it back,
Mm.
when she passed and when Mayor Turner passed, and then they allegedly got it passed, but they haven't filled her or his spot. So one of the biggest congressional districts has been without representation for 8 months,
Yep.
almost 8 months.
Yep. Yep.
And the governor did not make because there was a runoff. There's the two lead. They were supposed to do a runoff next month. He moved it to January. So whoever does win in January, they have to gear up for a primary in March to gear
I'm
up
I'm
for
not a
a.
politics person. I don't know about all that. But I did hear that. I believe anything at this point. 47 pulls his face off, and he's either an alien or a cyber under there. Cyber,
Yeah.
because none of this makes any sense. It's true. It's the way of the world, y'all. And speaking of nothing makes sense, like the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Potomac, all of that is going crazy. So this is celebrity news, page 6 saying this. So I'm gonna say allegedly because I'm not sure, but they're saying that Candy Burris and Todd Tucker are divorcing after 11 years of marriage. Now this is page 6, so this is their story that they broke. But they said Real Housewives of Atlanta alum Candy Burris and Todd Tucker have split after 11 years of marriage. After deep thought and a lot of prayer, I made the decision to move forward with the divorce, Burris announced today. Is this breaking news? What?
Yeah,
Um,
because
this this is
people posted it
difficult
too.
and this is a difficult and emotional time, but my focus remains on protecting my peace, being the best mother I can be, and co-parenting with love and respect. This the reality star told people this in a statement. She added that her new chapter will include pouring herself in her work, family, and personal growth. Wow. It says, I'm grateful to everyone who supported us throughout the years, and I ask for privacy, grace, and understanding as we navigate the transition with our family, she said. Fans began speculating that this couple had called it quits earlier this week when she removed Tucker's late name from her Instagram handle. He was also absent markedly absent from Burris's recent appearance on BravoCon, BravoCon 2025 last week when she was honored with the newest Lifetime Achievement Award. I noticed she was by herself. In her acceptance speech, Burris 49 thanked her family, including her mama Joyce and their old lady gang, as well as her husband. So there you have it. To Todd, she said to Todd, thank you for surviving the blogs, the shade, the rumors, the lies, the truth, the almost fights, the actual fights, the reunions. You earned this reward too, she said to the crowd. That's per Instagram. Despite his absence, Tucker showed his support for Burris on social media as he responded to the shout out. Much deserved. You did it with class and dignity. You're an inspiration to many. You are the GOAT, he wrote. However, Eagle Eye fans also noticed that Burris ditched her wedding ring for the 3-day Las Vegas convention. Wow. So I guess it's the end. She needed it. Okay.
He couldn't. I mean, I'm not in a relationship. I'm not gonna say nothing. It just seemed like she was the bigger star. It just seemed like she had the most money. Seemed like she was very ambitious. I mean,
Yeah.
I think women are settle for somebody that they find attractive, and it's just different.
Yeah, like whenever they first got together, I didn't think that they would last this long. It's been 11 years. Time flies, but I really thought that a couple of years ago, especially that was kind of rocky. But then they came back like seeming stronger than ever. So you just never know. You just never know. Harlem said she posted it and has interviewed. He's been absent from stuff since what is that? Since Othello. Othello, what is that?
The play that made all the
Oh
money. Like,
yeah, yes. I remember that. I be forgetting, girl. So I mean, I hate to hear it for them, but sometimes, they at the end of the day, they know what's best for them. They know what's
yeah,
best. So I just wish Candy the best, Todd, whatever they're gonna do next, because they do have kids together. So she said they're gonna just properly co-parent together, and it is finally at its end. It's at the end of the road.
yeah. But see, they all nice now, but it's gonna change
When
when
that,
they go to court.
yep,
When it's
especially
time to
now with
divide.
prenups.
Yeah, but and the prenups is, I think it's prior to the marriage, right? Like,
Yeah,
what's going to happen with the money that they've made while they
together.
were
Because once you're married, after marriage, it becomes like both of y'all. So then what?
married?
It gets ugly. So I mean, maybe they just will do it privately and behind the scenes, but we'll hear more about it. We'll be
Yeah,
hearing.
yeah. And then child support. You hope it don't end up like Sherry and her ex husband. But can we talk about this Cynthia and Ariana Grande deal with those two?
Sure.
Am I the only one that thinks that it's just a little weird?
Let's talk
Is
about it
it-
because I don't know what you're talking about. I got to get over here.
Like, if you watch the videos, there's like they are like, well, the movie came out and the movie's getting razzed. I heard the movie is horrible.
Oh, I
I
heard
had
it
no,
was good.
the second one, not the first one. I had no desire to see either one of them, so I can't really say. But just based on what the critics have said, some of the top critics said is not the best.
Okay.
But you know, Critics was a big deal back in our day. I don't think critics hold a lot of weight in this generation,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Right.
Um,
Like, is Ariana going away? Well, Ariana Grande did announce her retirement. She said her retirement from performing after her next tour, she'll be done. So she's going away, according to what she said.
she's only like 20. Is
Right.
she not?
She's a baby. She said Ariana Grande appears to be retiring from the music industry for the foreseeable future. The Thank You Next singer has spent the past couple of years dipping her toes back into the world of acting after landing her drama role of playing Glinda in the screen adaptation of the hit musical Wicked alongside Cynthia Erivo. Grande's starring role has been met with universal acclaim by critical and fans alike, even earning the 32-year-old, oh, she's 32, 32-year-old
Oh,
being an Oscar nominee earlier this year. So I think she's just saying she's retiring from the music world.
I mean, she's lost a lot of weight. She looks like skin and bones. It just and like every during this wicked thing, everywhere you see her, you see Cynthia, and it just and like there was one incident where the guy, breaks the crowd and he runs up and he grabs her, take a picture with. I get that, and Cynthia, she's the bodyguard or whatever. And then there's another thing where Ariana's talking, like being interviewed, and just in the middle of the interview, she starts adjusting her necklace. Like it wasn't even that serious. Like if you didn't even know that something was wrong with it, nobody knew what something was wrong with the necklace, right? Like it was just, and she just interrupts her interview to fix her necklace. Like that is rude. You know what I mean? Like it's just a weird dynamic. Um,
So what are we trying to say, Hiawatha?
I don't know. I don't know. And then allegedly that there's rumors she's supposed to play Shaka Khan, which I am totally against.
Who?
Um, Cynthia.
Oh, she can sing though.
Yeah, she has a beautiful voice, but that's just not the character she should be playing.
Oh, Angela Bassett need to play that.
Shaka Khan?
Well, not Shaka Khan. She ain't a Shaka Khan. She ain't a Shaka Khan.
Nah, I can see Kiki actually. Actually, what they should do is her daughter. If her daughter, they need to get her daughter some acting classes.
But
Her daughter. Have you seen her daughter?
I thought that they said her daughter would. I feel like they said her daughter was gonna do a documentary or do that and play her. I could be. It could be somebody else.
Yeah, they saying Cynthia. Which, like, nah, no. I mean, the daughter. I mean, I think she was in Love Under New Management. She played her in Love Under New Management, which was very good. Which I think a lot of people didn't realize it.
Mm.
Um,
Someone priming you like that. That would. That's what couples do, or a mom trying to make sure her son's suit and tie is straight.
yeah, like if
What
you
are
go
y'all
and look at the
saying?
video,
So what are y'all actually alluding to here?
I don't know. I mean, if she banging her, I mean that's their business. But it strikes like
Does it
frenemy
feel like?
type stuff.
Does it seem like it?
But it gives frenemy type energy. You know what I mean? Like whenever Ariana is doing something, it's like Cynthia has to make it about her. You know
Ah.
what I mean? And it's even when the guy approached Ariana, it I don't know, but um, they may be taking this little witchcraft too far, but like I am a fan. I remember seeing Ariana on Victorious. Like that was one of my favorite shows that I used to watch. And I when I saw her sing, I knew she was gonna be a star. Like no hands down. I knew she was gonna be a star. Also knew Leon was gonna be a star. So I'm so happy he's finally getting his flowers and he's finally getting there because that boy a young man now is so talented, right?
Mm-hmm.
Beyond measure. And I think he actually wrote songs for Ariana, which he's always in the background, but he's always been a songwriter. So
Right.
it's nice to see him finally being in front of the spotlight.
Yeah, she's very good at what she does. She's good at what she does. She's a performer. She's an entertainer.
Well,
Oh,
here's the thing. I never thought she was a good performer. I thought she was an amazing singer. She's like she can talent sing beyond. But I've seen some of her performances. Like, no,
her voice.
like she's just the person you need to listen to on the radio. You know,
Funny. Well, y'all, it's how long we been here? Wait a minute.
hour and
Right,
a half.
right said, if she's really sick and trying to be private about it, I understand. But she said on multiple occasions, it's the healthiest she's ever been. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you. Hey, Chunkin Jive and TV. 80 minutes. You own it, right? You are on it.
So
Yeah,
I'd be glad when all this wicked stuff is over, so she can maybe get herself back.
yeah. Pretty. She's a pretty girl.
Oh yeah, she's beautiful, beautiful energy, beautiful spirit.
Yeah, she is.
But this, I feel like this wicked stuff is dimming it a little bit. But hopefully, you know.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, so listen, I had a good night.
Look,
Good
oh,
conversation. Hi, Martha. Thank you for coming. Don't be a stranger. Like, come back. We're gonna try to fix it where we can get other people on because I just love for people to come up and have the conversation and hear people's different opinions. For the love of God, eat a
you
cheeseburger.
but it's funny. Like while we're talking, look, while we're talking, this is why I hate, the whole AI stuff or whatever. As we were talking about
He
this,
said, please eat a cheeseburger.
an article pops up. Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo's bond is a total act. Their relationship is toxic.
What?
And yeah, like it just popped up. It's an exclusive on Star, and it says, they made headlines about their close bond, which has been expressed with constant touching during their press tours for the Wicked movies. But a source tells Star they're faking it. The co-star's on-camera friendship is a total act, noticing that they actually don't get along at all. And see, that's what I said. That's what I said. It's like it's giving frenemy energy. Like it just every time Ariana does something, it's like Cynthia. Because there was another thing where they were at there was at something like a Comic-Con or whatever, and whoever the person was next to it was this man, and he grabs Ariana's hand and he's like shaking her hand, right? And then he lets go, but for some reason she hands her arm over to Cynthia, and Cynthia is rubbing it like, what the hell is that? Like, I'm gonna send you the videos if you haven't seen it, and you're
Okay.
gonna be like, okay, yes, this is weird. Like I said, if they got something going on, hey, it's their business. But I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just cringe. She's only 38. Oh wow, I thought Cynthia was
32.
older than that.
32. Or did it's
No,
32.
yeah, but Cynthia's 38.
Oh, Cynthia. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought she's come a long way from chewing gum.
Right said something else is definitely going on. What's the sad face for Montana? What's wrong? All right, y'all. I'm gonna get off of here. I gotta go. It's been a long day. It's been a crazy day. So I'm gonna go. Like I said, how about the don't be a stranger. Like we enjoy here. So
Thank you for having me.
of course, of course. Thank you for coming back. Good conversation tonight. The likes have been up. People have been coming in and out. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. Again, we will be back tomorrow and take our break on Sunday. We probably won't be doing any lives over Thanksgiving, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we will. But you never know because after you eat and just be like, what? I mean, do I go make videos? Do I go live? We won't stick to something that we can't say something we can't stick to. So maybe, maybe not. But anyway, We'll be back here tomorrow. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy y'all's weekend. It's about to get cold. Last night it did rain, but it got a little warm today. But then tonight it's cold.
Oh, where are you?
Oklahoma.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it
Yeah.
rained tonight, but I got the AC on, so
Woo. I
I
can't
can't wait to get
stand
cold.
to be cold. So anyway, y'all have a good night. We'll be back soon. Thank you again, Hiawatha. We'll talk later.
Thanks. Bye.
Good night, everybody. Good night.